Day YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino beer review. We're looking at a Canadian beer, sort of, and I'm going to tell a story right after I introduce this beer. It's Omnipollo. It's Omnipollo Konx, which is a non-alcoholic IPA at 0.5% alcohol. Why did I say Canadian beer? Omnipollo isn't Canadian, because it's actually brewed in Toronto. I believe Brunswick Beer Works is the brewery that does this stuff for craft brands. And what it is there is a bunch of contract breweries all across the country, but there's a bunch of them, especially in Ontario, that allow European brewers to come and brew their beer under contract here, and then they'll just it's being sold under the banner of that brewery, or sometimes it's being sold under the banner of an LLC, like an actual contract association. And sorry, I can feel my gums flapping in that big hole now that the stitches are gone. I don't think they sealed completely, which is weird to think about. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So, be it craft brands as a distributor doing it, or being it, say, like Brunswick Beer Works or somebody else doing it, what's happening is these European breweries are coming to Canada. They are sending the recipe to Canada. They're getting it brewed here in Canada, and then they sort of circumvent some of the excise laws. It's an interesting way to do it. Now, the reason I also bring that up is I just got some comments on an 10-year-old, 10 and a half. It was like a January 2011, so it's probably an 11-year-old video because it was old. My buddy Brian was in it. My buddy Brian committed suicide a few years after that video was made, so it's yeah. Anyway, there was a comment made on it. We were reviewing Stroh's, and we called Stroh's a Canadian lager. To our knowledge, Stroh's was a Canadian lager. You picked up the can of Stroh's, you're like, hey, look, we have Stroh's. On the back of the Stroh's can, it said brewed in Guelph, Canada, by Stroh's Canada. Stroh's being brewed at Sleeman at the time. Sleeman brewing all the Pabst lineup that was being sold in Canada at the time, and Pabst was saying, this is Pabst Canada. So to us, it wasn't a Canadian beer, and I got that. It's not a Canadian beer. This beer is an American adjunct lager. How misinformed can you be? And I'm like, well, I'm sorry. We were going off. Our misinformation came from 10-year-old information, because this video is 10 years old. And that 10-year-old information was on the back of the can that said Stroh's Canada, brewed in Guelph, Ontario, Canada. And we knew afterwards that it was the Sleeman plant brewing it. This is why I don't watch you. Why? Because we take the information that the brewery gives us and go with that? Like, don't watch me. Why are you even watching me? Just to come out and say it? Are you Canadian? No, you're an American guy who is pissed off that we're saying a beer is Canadian that was brewed in Canada. It's like if you're new to beer and you pick up Coors and you're like, Canadian Coors, yeah, it's the Coors you're getting in Canada is Canadian Coors. It's brewed in Canada. This is Canadian Omnipollo. Whether Omnipollo is from Europe or not, this is a Canadian Omnipollo. This is not the European Omnipollo. It's brewed here with... That smells horrible. It's brewed here with the water from here and everything else. This is 110 calories as well at 0.5% alcohol. So right away I can say, like, Partake IPA at 10 calories is currently my top non-alcoholic IPA. Let's see what we think of this. Let's give the can the sniff first after we look at it. It is hazy. It's very hazy, bright white head. No snap, crackle, pop. Sent out of the can. Yeah, that don't smell good. It kind of smells like a... Okay, people are going to get mad at me about this. Kind of smells like a dirty fart. And I keep smelling it because I'm hoping that I'm just fucked up. I am fucked up in the head, but I'm hoping that a different paradigm will shoot off, but it isn't. Out of the glass? Okay, out of the glass it just smells dirty, not like fart, but And when I say, I'm not talking like somebody just farted and you whiffed it. It's when, somebody's walking through a room and they carpet bomb the room as they go by, and you're just standing there, and a few moments later it hits you, and you're like, it's just this like, yeah, that's what it is. It's somebody just carpet bombed the can. That's what it smells like. And out of the glass, it just smells dirty. It kind of smells almost English-esque. Let's try it. Cheers. Let's hope. It looks good. It does. Visual appeal, nice. Scent for me, not nice. Taste. Kind of has like a very watered down orange juice flavor, like really, really watered down orange juice. Like you went to the bar, you bought a screwdriver, and they put in the little rocks glass. They put in the fucking vodka. They put in the orange juice. You go to your table, you drink it all out of that little tiny cocktail straw you get. You're like sucking in your face like the whole time until it's gone. And then all that's left is the ice and the little remnants of orange juice. And then as the ice melts, the orange juice and the water mix until there's like this just little bit of orange stuff at the bottom of the cup. And you drink that as well. Kind of tastes like that. Kind of tastes like watered down orange juice. So is it the worst non-alcoholic beer I've ever drank? Not in the fucking least. Is it the best non-alcoholic beer I've drank? Not in the fucking least. Partake still has the number one for me for the non-alcoholic stuff. I can't say this tastes under-attenuated, because it doesn't. I can't say this has that just stupid... Well, for the most part, most of the problems with non-alcoholic beers is under-attenuation, and I'm not getting that from this. All in all, though, I don't appreciate it. I'd give it a 5. It's in the middle. It's whatever, right? It's Konx. It's Konx. Konx is Konx. Looks good. Doesn't taste bad. It smells horrible. Middling for me. 5. Thank you guys. Bye.